Hi guys, so today I'm going to share with you 3 top tips on how to have a great week ahead by setting yourself up with doing a few simple things. So first of all, number 1, what you want to do is you want to actually get your diary together. Fill your diary in, know where you're going to be in terms of breakfast, lunch, dinner, or morning, afternoon, evening, whichever way you want to call it. You want to know where you're going to be and what you're doing. Are you going on a business meeting? Are you traveling? Are you going to be at home? Are you working in the office? Where are you going to be? Because this leads quite nicely into tip number 2, which would be get your meal plan together. So now in terms of the meal plan, the reason why we wanted to know where you're going to be is because then what this does is it allows you to actually determine how you're going to actually prepare. So for example, you complete something like this, so you know Monday to Sunday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, or 2 snacks in some people's cases. What am I going to be having? So if you're going to be traveling early, for example, then you know, for example, maybe you might have to make something like overnight oats, because then you know you can literally grab that out the fridge and you can actually eat that on the train. Or you're going to be able to make breakfast from home, or can you actually eat from the cafeteria at work on that particular day because you may have been in a rush. You then also are able to determine whether or not, for example, this week my wife, she's a ballet teacher, she's working late a couple of nights of the week, so I'm going to be actually cooking dinner. And in that case, I then know that actually I've got a bit of time to actually cook some of those meals at home. So you can see, you've got to know where you're going to be. You're preparing ahead of yourself, basically. So you can't then say, oh well, I came home really tired and I've now had to get a takeaway, because you're prepared, you're ahead of the game, as it were. And also what this will help you do in terms of actually helping you to save money, because you created a meal plan, you then know, okay, so I've got to actually tick off this ingredient, that ingredient, that ingredient. So then you're not doubling up on ingredients when you actually do your food shop for the week. And you're not, because again, you actually prepared ahead. So that will save you money. You're not going to have to actually double up on certain meals, for example. And so that's number 2 then. So now you've got your meal plan together, you know what you've got to do. For some people, I say with meal planning, that's actually quite crucial when it comes to eating well, whether it be weight loss, weight gain, because then one, you don't fall into the temptation of takeaways or fast food, and also you're saving yourself money because you're always prepared. You've always got your snacks with you. You know what you're having for dinner when you come home from work, regardless of what kind of day you've actually had, because it's already, for example, I share tips with my clients to say, look, sometimes you might want to literally just get, Mediterranean veg, some pepper, some courgette, some onions, and literally get a big tray of all of that, shove it in the oven, let that roast away, and then at least you've got at least 2 to 3 days worth of veg ready. So again, no one can try and say to me, oh, it's really difficult to get my veg in, because you've got all of that prepared. And then tip number 3, you want to go to bed early. Now, going to bed early, that's a real game changer. It has been for me lately. I've been actually getting up at 4:30 in the morning before I go gym, because one, you probably had a crazy weekend. Went out, had a few drinks, you probably slept late. So it's a good way of actually just catching up on that sleep deficit that you've created for yourself over the weekend. And also it's making sure you charge yourself up and you're ready to attack the week, because you've got your diary ready, you've got your to-do list put together, you know what you've got to do. So you've got a plan, you're a man with a plan. You're not just waking up willy-nilly, and you're more inclined to probably wake up excited about the week ahead rather than being part of the Dread Monday club. Shouldn't be that way. That's not, if that's how you feel every Monday, then you really need to reevaluate your life, because you should be excited to get up and attack that week. That's how I feel anyway. And also a lot of successful people, for example, Mark Wahlberg, Richard Branson, Michelle Obama, The Rock, they're all part of the 4 or 5 a.m. club. I don't know what it's called, but they all get up early, because getting up early may actually also mean you get yourself ahead of the world. So for example, if people are getting up at 8, 9 o'clock and you're getting up at 5, 6 o'clock, you've got at least 2 or so hours ahead of everybody. You have, because then you've actually kind of started your day ahead of everyone. You could potentially do a few things ahead of everybody else. And for me, I use it as an opportunity to go to the gym, to meditate, things that actually set me up for a better day. Then I'm less susceptible to allow the woes of the world to actually get me down, because I've prepared ahead. And obviously, sleep is very underrated. There's so many other benefits. That's a completely whole separate video in itself. But there's so many reasons. So just to recap, number 1, get your pen and paper, get your diary ready, get your calendar out, fill all of that out. Make sure you know where you're going. take it one step further, have a to-do list as well, which is a bit more of a detailed version of your diary. Tip number 2, make sure you get yourself a meal plan. Complete that meal plan. Know what you're eating, when, what time. That will really help you get more focused. And tip number 3, make sure you're going to bed early. Get a good night's sleep and get yourself pumped up for the week ahead. So those are my top 3 tips on how to set yourself up for a great week ahead.